back inside. We're inside now, we're going round. And when I come out a moment ago after dropping my bags, there was a massive queue here. Let's see how the queue looks now. Okay, so that's where you're paying to get in. And the queue
literally goes the full length of the building up there, just past Aid and Leo, two amazing track fans. He comes all the way up to the end, and then guess what?
A bit Larry video, eh, mate? Hello, Sean. You all right? There he is, everyone. Track fans, drag race. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah.
So I'm with the boys, Ian and Doug at Magnetic Racing. There you go, high fives and a wave and a thumb. So I'm here a little bit on in the day, and as you can see, they have been wiped out, which is excellent news because I know their kids will get presents at Christmas now. And as you can see, they've been doing deals. They've got all sorts of stuff going on here. He's quickly moving the really bad stock. So there you go. Do super wide bridges. For what it's worth, my family, if you watch this in advance, someone on my list has bought me that Goodyear one. Who it is, yeah, I don't know, but I know someone has taken up the challenge and got it covered. So if you visit their website, you can find out a lot more to do about what they are. It is magneticracing.in. Doug, Ian, what's your website?
Magneticracing.com.
It is magneticracing.com, and there is so much stuff on there. Creativity, knowing these guys are going to have the banter. You wouldn't believe this stuff come from these guys, but no, seriously, they're really good at what they do. Get on their website, get your relatives a Christmas gift. It's the right thing to do. Here you can see Guy. Guy is from Slot Track Scenics, and he is currently scanning a guy. So this guy is striking a pose. He's going to be scanned into the machine. The guy will do a 360 vision on him now with his tablet. It's scanning into, as you can see on the screen here. As you can see on the screen here, Guy's going round him, and then in about 3 weeks, Guy's going to give this gentleman a ring. He'll have his scanned 3D printed figure ready, and then it's up to this gentleman whether he gets Guy to paint him or whether he paints himself. personally I'd recommend that Guy paints him. And there you go, and that is literally how the scan works. Brief. So Guy's finishing off his brief there, and Guy and his dad David, part of Slot Track Scenics.
There we go, we're in. Thank you very much, that's great.
As some of the pit and track scenics at Slot Track Scenics. What I like about Slot Track Scenics in particular, if you see the episode that I did when I went to visit them and spend some time with David and the team, is they really concentrate on the actual track scenery, the pit stop track. They do around the track scenery, of course, but with these guys you're getting different sets of pit crew. So this was the last one that I brought. Apparently this is one of the most difficult to actually do. But then you've got Marshall kits. Really enjoying the Marshall kits. And I'm just trying to spot them so I can bring the camera around to them. Yes, you can just about see them at the top there in the green. Crash scene. So love the crash scene. And then as you quickly scoop along, you've got data controllers who would sit in the pit lane, computer centres, you've got pit crews sitting down, different colour crews, different, they're doing different things. So apologies for the wobbliness of the camera on this, but I want to try and bring you as much as I possibly can while I'm here, so you can get a good feel of how good these actual pieces will look in the flesh when you've painted them up. You can buy them painted or unpainted, as you can see on the price boards. Really love this scene. That is not a bad look at all, with a tyre wall in front of the wall, hiding the camera crew. And there's Charles. Awesome stuff. Well done, Slot Track Scenics. Well done. Never ever cease to impress me. All the track fans out there. Brilliant. Oh, here we go. Here's the pit lane wall. There it is with the mesh back, and you can see the guys sitting in there doing some data. Love that. Brilliant. So around the other side of Slot Track Scenics now, what we've got is they like to build models for people. So here's a section out of a model that they've done, like a diorama scene. So what you can do is you can get a feel for the sort of decor that you can do, but on a larger scale. So you've got, in the bottom left, you've got the traffic cones, you've got a marshal who's got flag out, whereas you've got a tyre wall in the corner of the gravel pit along with hazard lines, and then some signage. Let's have a close-up. And again, you can really get some detail on the scenery that you want to set up around the track, because that's what I like about this hobby, is you set it up how you want it. Then just next door to the diorama is this. I saw this in research and development when I went to see them earlier in the year. This is Bert's Burger Van, absolute class act bit of slot car scenery. So you can see you've got some hospitality tables and people around, some waiters here. All of these figures, all of the tables, the burger van, it's all available from David and Guy and his team at Slot Track Scenics. You can find them online, you can find them on social media, or better still, you can come down to slot car swap meets and actually meet them in person, get a look, get a feel, and then make a purchase, because there's no one that does it quite as good as these guys. And just as you walk in. It's nothing better to see than the National Scalextric Collectors Club. I did see Martin earlier, he's having a little walk around at the moment, but a really good strong presence this year. If you're interested in slot car, this is well worth a look. Every month you get a journal, they send you a journal right through your front door. You don't have to go out, you don't have to order it. It just comes every month and it is full of amazing stuff. It tells you what's happening in the industry for Scalextric. It gives you other slot car news from other producers, Fly, NSR, Slot It. It's a really, really good way of keeping in touch with the slot car Scalextric community. As you can see here, some very special slot cars on display. Quite possibly a story behind these, so I'm going to have to go and find it out. So I do like SCX. They've got a stand here. What's better than one SCX car? About 4 million SCX cars. So I'm just going to race down here, then we'll do some closer detailing. They really have got a vast, wide selection from, let's straighten this camera up. So we're just going to cut in here so we can take a closer look at some of these cars here. Really vintage. And this is what I was saying about the show, is it really doesn't matter what kind of era, what style of car, whether you want a hybrid, whatever you want, you're going to get it here. We've got some vintage cars here, and then what we'll do is we'll cut right over to some classic Ferraris. So we just cleverly keep the Ferrari logo out of my film. We have no issue with crazy Italians tracking you down with an axe. And again, some nice classic cars. Try not to shout too loud here, just scare the life out of people standing next to me otherwise. You know what I'm like, get so excited. Beautiful detail all round. Really nice. Well done, SCX. Well done. Right, it's one of my favourite parts of the show, whether it's the Summer Slot Car Festival or the Winter Slot Car Market. Tara and Steve at 1 in 32 Strictly Figures. Let's have a quick plug of their site. There you go. Go to Facebook and look for 1 in 32 scale Strictly Figures, or visit Instagram and follow a guy called Skewer. Lovely chap, and he regularly posts on Facebook or on Instagram all of the new work they do. I've got a lot of time for these guys. They are detail assassins. Just fabulous, fabulous work. There's painting, and there's painting figures because you enjoy it. And these guys, they really, really enjoy what they do. As you can see, the detail is incredible, absolutely incredible. So I didn't realise until now, let me just move the camera here so you can have a good look at this one. But this Portaloo here, this toilet block, is from Magnetic Racing, and I've actually just bought an unpainted version of this myself. I didn't realise that they had one. So now I have some inspiration of how to make mine look, because these guys at 1 in 32 scale Strictly Figures are the best in the business. There are other providers of figures, but these guys do it really well. So just try and take it steady here so you can get a good feel for how they set up their diorama work and how they do different styles of painting per figure. So they also run custom lots, so if you want something in a particular fashion, you can have that. If you've got a relative, what you could do is get a scan from another slot provider and bring it to Tara, Steve, they will paint it. And when I say they'll paint it, they really paint it. So even look at that, the polka dot dress, right down to the detail. It is just incredible, and I do like to spend a little bit of time when I come to their stand because you've got really to see what they're about. So we've just gone to the other end of the stand so we can take a better look at what we're doing. We've got some outdoor characters. I do like this. You've got the barrier cameramen. These are the guys you slot behind your barriers on the corners, just give it that bit of authenticity. Oh my word, here we go. It's one for the boys, is the Union Jack ladies. Looking good, girls. And then Tara's calf. Again, guys at Magnetic Racing customised this, put her name on it for them, and again working around the cafe. Just the detail is absolutely spectacular. Really enjoying this. Ice cream van. Let's take a look here. Hang on, we've got another building here. It looks like Ian's in there. So let's have a close up of some of these figures. Fantastic. So I'm with Rick and Mark. See how I got that right. First time at Slot Car magazine, and Mark wanted to point out something special on the table. So what is this car? A Porsche 191? A 919, see? Track fans corrected. Fact check.
We'll come out to pair the Toyota.
Right, that's
a 3D printed version.
So this is a 3D printed version. Prototype.
Very rare.
Keep talking, guys. It's extremely rare. Best hold this with two hands.
Only a few people have been sent that to preview the production model that's coming out imminently.
SRC are making this
Very soon.
the Porsche 919 prototype. So this is 3 of 18. Wow, I'm definitely going to put it down. You know, so we're enjoying that. There you go. Quick wave for the camera, guys. There you go. go. We're here. Track fans, hello. We're here with Pete.
Hello, Pete.
How you doing, Pete? You all right? We've
Good,
got to
yeah.
do this because my other microphone wore out.
All right, okay.
Chatting too much, right?
Chatting too much,
So where have
yeah.
you travelled up from, Pete?
Near Colchester, Essex.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My family are in Braintree.
Oh, okay.
So whereabouts in Essex?
Great Bentley.
Oh, we know Great Bentley.
Yeah, all right, that's where I live.
Like the old days.
Yeah, yeah.
So, tell us, Racing Replicas, when did you start this?
Nearly just over 2 years ago. Went full time with it.
Yeah.
Quit my job. Yeah.
What was your job before?
I was in adult social care, Essex County Council.
Really? Wow, that's an honourable job. So,
Yeah,
just
not much fun though.
sad to miss you. Sad to lose you from the industry because I believe they're dying for it. But a massive game for the slot car industry.
Yeah, I think so.
So, specialities?
Resin, slot car builds, commission building. I do a bit of buying and selling as well. Commission building.
So, for people who are completely new to slot car, because I've been doing about a year to a couple of years now, but a year when things have been open, I know what a commission build is. Can you explain what a commission build is?
Yeah. So you can buy slot car kits. Come like an Airfix kit, but it's a slot car. Get a resin body, chassis you have to make up.
Yeah.
If you can't do that, I will build it for you.
Yeah. A modest fee as well. Modest fee.
A very high standard.
How high is that?
Like these, just.
I'm pulling your leg, mate. You guys can't see it. We'll have a little close up in a minute. The detail here, really good. Good body work. What's the trickiest part of doing a custom? A commission?
Paintwork.
Yeah. Decals?
No, yeah, can be, but paintwork's getting it right every time isn't. I can do the same thing, but the paint might be against me.
Okay.
So I've got loads of techniques: airbrush, rattle pans, different lacquers.
What's your favourite for the people who are just getting into maybe doing like me, some custom builds? They're not commissioned yet, so we just call them scratch builds. People, if you're looking for something, they're known as scratch builds as well online.
Yeah.
But if you're time sensitive, but you have a little bit of money, meet Pete. He'll do your commissions.
I will.
Right, so I'm going to leave you with it. Just like I said, just want to find out a little bit about what you do, commission-wise. Pete's at all of these events. Do you do the sub-events like Milton Keynes, Swindon?
I'll be at Milton Keynes. I won't be at Swindon.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a website and Facebook and Instagram.
What is your website?
www.racingreplicas.co.uk.
It's coming up all over the screen.
Okay,
all
yeah.
sorts of stuff.
You'll find me. I'm all.
Yeah, we'll have a close-up of that with a thing. Cool. Pete, you've been a great sport.
Top man. Cheers.
Cool. So here we're taking a look at some of Pete's scratch builds. Now, if you're an enthusiast who loves his cars, loves her cars, but doesn't have much time because you've got a good job that pays you loads of money, then you can separate yourself with some of that money into Pete's pocket and he will build you a scratch car like one of these, which are absolutely stunning. Really, really good work. You can tell when you look at a car that's been built by somebody who actually loves to do what they do, a little bit Tara and Steve in their figures. These guys, they really do. He really does take a lot of passion in building these scratch cars. So, as you heard from the interview, pop it up now on the screen. Pete's website. He's all over social media as well, like a cheap suit, so make sure you go and find him there. Just a really, really nice guy. And that's what the hobby is about, just a series of really, really nice guys, except for Ian and Doug if you're watching this. But no, I'm only joking, guys. You're good guys too, but...